Welcome to San Fransokyo. Don't let the microbots get you. Hey everybody, this is Mark with Destination Magic. I am a travel advisor that specializes in making Disney travel easy. Yes, seriously, I said it. It is possible. Tap the subscribe button to keep up to date on all of the latest Disney news that I will be posting here. Today, let's talk about my new favorite part of my favorite park. San Fransokyo inside Disneyland Resort's California Adventure Park. Now, for those of you who have not been to Disneyland, it is not a small Disney World. Disneyland is a world all its own with over 20 attractions that are exclusive to Disneyland. You're not going to find them in Florida. And the attractions that do overlap, the ones in Disneyland, tend to be better. But anyway, here's your lay of the land. The Disneyland Resort in California has 2 parks and a shopping district. They are all in the same spot. So without getting in lines for buses or other transportation things, you just walk out of your resort and you walk into the parks in minutes. Today's video is sponsored by my luggage tag from my last Disneyland trip. Disneyland Park is the original, the one that has Walt's fingerprints all over it. Now, right next to Disneyland Park is California Adventure Park. So to kind of get a sense of it, if you're used to going to Disney World in Florida, Disneyland Park is a lot like Magic Kingdom, and California Adventure will remind some of you of Hollywood Studios. And that brings us to San Fransokyo Square. No, I did not misspeak, I said San Fransokyo. If you're not familiar with that, it's from the Big Hero 6 movie, otherwise known as the Baymax movie. It's filled with food stands, a bakery you can tour, and tons of shade and seating. You take this amazing bridge over the water to get into it, and it's kind of boxed in by Pixar Pier on one side and Cars Land on the other. Cars Land, Radiator Springs Racers, I miss you. And back to Baymax. So, San Fransokyo Square, as you can see from these pictures, is beautifully themed. And one thing that's kind of magical about it is, even though it's right there in California Adventure Park, it does feel a little bit insulated from the other areas around it. You don't hear that loud, theme park noise of crowds and rides kind of coming in. You do get a little bit of a break from that, I found. The theming is stunning, the feel is charming, and the food. Okay, let's talk about the food. I make it a point when I go to Disney parks of never eating the same thing twice on a trip because there's so many different things to try. The exception to that is now San Fransokyo Square, and I had this beef ramen dish twice for dinner, and I'm not going to apologize for it. It was absolutely comfort food at its best. I was, as Baymax would say, very satisfied with my care. Love. It was love. The other things I ate out there, not in San Fransokyo Square, this time on my trip, was gumbo from Tiana's and meat sticks from Bengal Barbecue. Yeah, I mean, just look at those. Here's a pro tip though. That Baymax bread that you can get from the bakery, yeah, this Baymax bread, it's so good to dip in different things throughout the park. We dipped it in the ramen dish. We had it later when we had that gumbo from Tiana's, and the sauce just clung to that bread. It was so good. So carry that Baymax bread is big, so just carry it with you throughout the day in your park bag and nibble away at it. He won't mind. You don't have to talk to the Baymax bread, but I found that he appreciates it. Beyond San Fransokyo's Asian eats, you'll also find a fusion with Mexican offerings, and there is a Baymax souvenir store over there where I got this San Fransokyo Ninjas hat. Thinking of you, Tadashi. And this amazing Baymax sipper, complete with the little sucker in his hand. But before you take that bridge back out of San Fransokyo Square, there's 2 things I'm going to need you to do. 1, tucked in the corner, again, kind of by that Baymax store, is a character spot. It's a little understated, but there will be characters there. We met Hiro twice while we were there. And the second thing that we need to do before you go out of there is, on the exit itself, Go farther back into that corner, and there's a beautiful exit into Cars Land, right into the canyons as a part of the Radiator Springs Racers Ride, which is the best ride in California. Stunning views. You need to go out that way. It's glorious. Never seen Big Hero 6? So what? Who can argue with beefy ramen, tasty brews, tons of shade, and I mean, did I mention the Ghirardelli chocolates? Walt said Disneyland would never be complete because it would always be evolving, growing, and improving. And San Fransokyo is a wonderful addition that fits this goal. It is definitely worth your time. Thanks for watching, everyone, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Just hit them at the same time, why not? And when it is time for you to travel yourself, contact me. I am your complimentary expert Disney planner. You know you deserve a Disney vacation. Come on now. Man, I need that ramen.